you doing today? I hope you're feeling great. I'm coming to you today to talk to you about the number 330. That's 330. 330 is a very good number. And you'll find that it will help you in many ways. You may see this number on your clock, or while you're reading something, or while you're looking at a billboard or something, and you might see 330. Let me tell you what it's about. 330 is about optimism, positivity, receptivity, that's receptivity, faith, and trust, and a deeper soul understanding of your life's purpose. Wow, right? Isn't that exciting? Now, number one, I'm going to go down through the bullet points here, and I'll give a little insight as much as I can about it. Compassion. Compassion is the first of my bullet points. And it's good to have compassion because that means you care about others. And when you care about others, you're doing the work of a light worker. That's what God wants us to do. Be a light worker. Help others. Have compassion. If you see somebody struggling to cross the street, help them. If you have the time, if you can. If you don't, try to make the time. It's just nice to be nice, as my mother used to say. It's nice to be nice. So, have compassion in your heart. If you're eating a big lunch and somebody else, one of your coworkers, only has a cold sandwich or something, share a little of your food. It won't hurt you. God will bless you with more. Spiritual development. Now, this is a topic, which is what you're doing now. You're developing spiritually by spending time with me, because I'm increasing you all the more by teaching you the ways of the Spirit, by teaching you what God has for you, and by giving you everything that I have to make you a better you. Your spirit is a very, very important part of you. It is more realer than your face that you look at in the mirror. Your spirit is your true you. This face and everything is just like clothes. I know you guys seen sci-fi movies where robots take on people and all of this type of stuff. Your body is just like a holding place for your soul. And so if you let your soul take over what your body wants to do, you will be your true you. The next one is enlightenment. When you become enlightened, that's when your spiritual gifts will appear. That's when you'll have a greater understanding of God's desire for your life, and you'll walk therein. Your enlightenment will come, and you will be more feely, if you will. You'll be able to feel certain. That doesn't feel right. This feels great right here. Things that feel great, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Things that don't feel so good, I wouldn't do it. I would just take the high road and leave it alone. The next one is infinity. Infinity, the infinity sign is something like this. It goes around this way, around that way, and connects. It's forever. It never ends. It never ends. So that's how. Now, I remember when I got married to my husband, That's what the pastor said. We're supposed to be together as infinity. Where I start, he begins. When he ends, I begin. We continue on. We continue on. That's a good marriage when you can do that. And for the most part, we have, because we took the time out to learn about each other. And that was some years. It wasn't just 1, 2 years. It was some years. We got to know each other, and we stayed with each other to learn. I know when he's in a mood where he just wants to be alone so he can think and figure some stuff out. I give him that. He knows the same for me. So, infinity is good. When you're in infinity with God and you're on one accord and his spirit works within you and it motivates you to do your great things and be the greater you, there's nothing that you cannot do because you're infinity with God. So, I love being in infinity with God because that's when he talks to me and tells me how to help people and tells me what to give them that he wants them to know. Second one, that's guidance. That goes along with infinity. Being able to relax yourself enough to be guided. You know, this feeling of nobody tells me what to do. Oh yeah. You have to be coachable. And just like you have to be coachable in your physical life, you have to be coachable in your spiritual life. Relax yourself. And allow those who have the ability to be the go-between you and God speak to you and tell you exactly what you need to do in your life. Don't be so, hey, I know what I want to do. Nobody tell me what to do. That's when you mess up. That's when your life starts to slip. That's when you think that you know more than God. That's when he'll be like, you know what? I'm going to let you have that. I'm going to let you deal with that. And when you get through dealing with that, though, you come on back around to me and I'll tell you more about it. And that's exactly what he'll do. Oh, you want to go over here and fall? Oh, okay. Gabriel, Uriel, Michael, leave them alone. They got this. They don't need y'all. Y'all can take vacation. Matter of fact, he probably gonna do this about 2 months. So I'm gonna let him have that for 2 months. We just gonna go on and enjoy something. We're gonna talk to somebody else. And God will let you go at it. And you will fall and break your little pretty little face. And then he'll come back and say, dog, you through now? You ready to hear? You'll be like, yes, God, I'm ready to hear. That's when he'll talk to you again. But you got to be able to be guided. And when you guide it, you get the creativity of 330. 330 is about creativity. How are you creating things in your life? How are you I just spoke about this not too long ago. What are you creating? Not what you working on. Not what you going to work every day to do. What are you creating? What did you create? And I'm not talking about creating love and compassion like I gave my fellow man something. I'm saying, what are you using your creative abilities to create? Everybody has a creativity gene inside them that makes them do something they never did. Our ancestors created pyramids. I haven't seen anybody create a pyramid like that in none of my lifetime. They also created math. language, things like that. Algebra, that's math, isn't it? Yeah. So ask God to show you what your creative gene is. And when you get your creative gene, then guess what? You'll be able to be a creator just like your creator. And he will work inside of you to give you what you need. Let's go on. Let's see what the next one is. The next point is teaching. I believe that's what I'm doing now, right? Teaching. See, you can't teach. Okay, you can't learn without a teacher. You can't teach without experience. Experience gives you the ability to teach. It's not school. Some people go to school to learn how to be a teacher, but guess what? The best teachers are those who already have it innately in their bodies. They're created to teach. Those are the very best teachers. And a lot of them don't have degrees. I'm not against degrees. I have one myself. But I'm saying, God can give you something that man cannot teach you. And when you use what he gives you, as Reverend Ike used to say, you can't lose with the stuff he used, baby. When God gives you something, you can't lose with it. Shout out to Reverend Ike's son and his family. I love him. Next is closures and beginnings. This is a good topic. Closures and beginnings. Closures and beginnings. Now, what this is about, what I'm hearing is, when one door closes, another opens. When that one closes, another one opens. And as you go higher and higher, that's what will happen. Because why would you need the lower door if you're in a higher door? God lifts us up where we belong. And when he lifts us up, that's when we have to allow him to increase us all the more. Everybody's going around saying, I want to increase, I want to increase. Well, you haven't learned where you're at. You haven't perfected the level you're on. You're ready to go to another level, but you haven't perfected that level. You haven't learned the ins and outs of that level. You haven't learned what you're supposed to be doing on that level. Learn and then grow. The next one is increase. Increase. I love the parable in the Bible about a mustard seed. A little bitty seed that puts forth so much. You and I are seeds, and we can put forth so much. There's so much inside of us. When we were born, we were just little bitty babies. Now we're adults. Some of us have had children, and we're increasing in our lives. How are you increasing in your life? It's not always about money. If nothing else, you're increasing in age. Me? Oh, I feel like I'm 35. But I'm closer to 60. But God increases us all the more. And every year, you should learn something different. Test that out. Every year, ask God, teach me something else. Be able to be poured into. Be available. And let the Lord pour into you. And as he pours into you, you pour into somebody else. That's how it works. That's how you get your increase. Expansion. And we just talked about that. When you're pouring into somebody else from you, God gave to you, you get to somebody else. That's expanding. Expanding heart to heart. Expanding. And when you're expanding like that, you know what else will happen? somebody will tell somebody that somebody else and tell somebody else that you taught them that. And before you know it, your teaching will expand, which means your gift makes room for you. You don't have to find a room for your gift. Your gift will expand. And before you know it, the right people will get a hold of the fact, hey, you learned this from who? Oh, I need to go talk to her. I need her on my team. I need him to come work with me and help my business grow. See, everybody wants something positive. I don't know too many people that want somebody who's growing negatively to increase them. Who they gonna increase? If anything, they're gonna decrease you. Now moving on. Manifestation. Blessings go up, whoo, whoo, and blessings come down, whoo, whoo. I love manifestation because when you're blessed, then you can bless. You can't bless nobody and you're a mess. You have got to have yourself in a position where you can manifest things, where you can call forth those things that be not as though they were. You want that house? Call it forth and then believe on it. We used to say, back in the day, I never forget, we used to say, name it and claim it. So what you do is, oh, I saw this, I want this. You go there, you get the keys. If it's a house or a car, you get the keys in your hand, you test drive it, and all the while you test drive it, all the while you're walking around it. I'm excited, y'all. You know I talk fast when I get excited. While you're in there, you're in that car, you're in that house, what you're going to do is claim it. This is mine. I love this. It's mine. This is mine. It's mine now. Not it's going to be, not it will be. It is mine. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Even if somebody else gets in that car is yours. Even if somebody else lives temporarily in your house like they're doing in mine that I want, it's still mine. Anytime you want to go into that car, anytime you want to go into the house, I dare you to close your eyes and do your deep breathing that I've taught you and meditate and see yourself in that car. See yourself in that house and get the feeling, the energy of being there. Feel the seats in your mindset. Feel how it feels to look at the floors in your mindset. Feel how it feels to own that business in your mindset. See the customers coming in, getting whatever you're trying to give them. In your mindset, in your mind, things begin. That's where things begin. Not out of what you wrote down, not out of what you're doing, in your mind. What you see that you desire. Created in your mind. Woo! Moving on. Friendliness. In order to have a friend, you gotta be a friend. So 3:30 is going to bring you friends. It means that you're going to be friends. People are going to see you as friendly, and they're going to want to be around you, and they're going to want to be liking you and enjoying you and going out to places with you. So, be ready. That's all I can say. Be ready for friendliness. Don't be a grouch. Don't be like, I don't want them people around me. No. These are friends that are coming to you for a reason. They may be coming to help you manifest. They may be coming to help you develop your spirituality. May be coming for you for guidance. God's sending them. Don't turn them away. The next one is communication. Now, I know about this one. I saw this number a lot when I was healing from my stroke. Communication. What that is that God will allow you to have moments where you have to talk. You'll have to talk to people. After I had the stroke, I didn't want to talk to anybody because the voice I heard in my ear was not my voice. I'm like, who is that? That ain't me. Who's talking for me? This is crazy. Who is that talking? But God worked with my speech. God worked with my tongue so that I could say what He wanted me to say, because He knew that in order for me to use the gift that He gave me, that I would have to talk, that I would have to be understood. I can't be babbling and snabbling and people can't understand what I'm saying. How can I be a light over darkness in the world and people can understand me? So He lit up the darkness in my world when I had the stroke so that I could talk, so that I could still hear from Him. So it's not so much as people say, oh, well, you look pretty good and this and that. It's God. It's God. I still have some things going on, but I'm not going to glorify them. You know, I'm not who I used to be, but God has made a new me, and I can work with that. Freedom! That's the next one. Freedom. There's nothing like freedom. Nothing like it. Nothing. Imagine yourself, if you were where God wants you to be, doing what He wants you to do, with who He wants you to do it with, and you had no set time to be anywhere. Your life is free. Your schedule is what you want it to be. Vacation when you got ready. Go buy what you got ready to buy when you get ready to buy it. Live where you want to live. Freedom. It's priceless. Freedom. My last one is 3 in 1. It's abilities, optimism, and joy. This number works with your abilities. And your optimism is important to work with your abilities. And also, those abilities will give you joy. So, first of all, I would be optimistic first. I know abilities is the first word, but I would be optimistic about it. I would hope for those things. Hope for those things. And then after I hoped for those things, I would develop my abilities with those things. I would ask God to teach me and show me and spend a little time with me, honing up my skills so that I could have the joy of knowing it's done. I've done my greatest work. So I hope that number 330 has brought you some understanding about what God means when He sends the angels to you with this number. And I hope that you resolve to do the things that this number brings by allowing yourself to let it happen. Not doing it yourself, but just being able to be a tool that God can use to do those things. Because I guarantee you, in the end, it will all be to your benefit. So this is Light Over Darkness, shining over a dark world with the number 33 at the end. I hope you have a great day. I love you from your head to your toes. I love you from my heart. I love you from my mind. And I love you from my soul and everything within me. You guys have a good evening. Bye.